I've been asked to say a word on the way that science communities have helped us to build new tools for preserving resources for future innovations. Basically, what I would like to highlight is their role in building a global insurance mechanism for future innovations with genetic resources. The problem is the following, is that biodiversity and genetic resources as they stand there today, they have immense value for future innovations in 20, 30, 40 years, but there's no incentive to invest in them today. And the reason is that the private sector will invest in genetic resources for solving new diseases in crops or for finding new antibiotics if they can make a profit from it in, let's say, 5 or 10 years. However, many diseases come back in a cycle of 20, 30, 40 years. Some examples are the bird influenza that we have known, other pandemics that come back on regular scale. And for this, we need to preserve resources now so that we can use them in 30 years for the innovation. And it's there that the science community has really made a big investment, not only in building collections to preserve those resources, but also to help to foster the conservation of these resources in situ. That means in the places where the biodiversity is highest, like in tropical forests, for instance. And I think the efforts of these scientists is really important, and is also an example of cooperation on the global scale. Because the cost for conserving, let's say, seeds or microbes of food research is very high. Meaning that no one country can preserve all the resources on its own. Even the biggest collections, which are in the United States or in China, have only roughly 1% of all the resources you need to do research. So as a result, scientists have built globally distributed networks of those biological resources and have also experimented with very innovative collaborative practices. And one example of that is also the use of some legal devices for collaboration, so that they can share the resources, but also benefit from the results of research done with those resources on an international scale. And so one of the challenges to come now is how to make this system of global exchange and global preservation of resources compatible with market pressures and market needs, which are more governed through other incentives, such as intellectual property rights or commercial developments.